Ah, Saturday update. Potatoes are getting so big. Peas having trouble keeping up. I do bring water underground so I don't have hoses across the lawn, and brings it up here. Eventually I'll get my watering system in. These are potatoes starting to bloom now. Overrunning the onions and garlic. Funny, the different varieties have different blooms. These are the russets, and these are the purple here. These are the red Norlands, and the Yukon Golds haven't really tall, but they haven't blossomed yet. We've been picking kale. We had that for dinner last night with in spinach. In salad with lettuce. So I just cut a dozen leaves from down below. Try to get the young ones as they grow. But we got 6 plants that are going to be more than enough kale for this family. Radishes, a lot of radishes, picking them every day. Size are almost as big as golf balls. Onions are so exciting. They're just doing great. Looks like the peas are going to bloom. Maybe tomorrow. See one right there that to me looks like oh yeah, here's one here too that looks like a bloom is starting. And one here. So it looks like they'll be blossoming here in a day or two. These peas are sugar snaps. Everything's doing really good. Well, my composting of the soil I think is paying off. We got chard we can eat already. Parsley's. All the stuff that was on it, this is all new growth. This week we've had some really sunny days. Getting a little bit of leaf miner in the chard, but that goes away. Peppers, still early for them. Corn's growing like a weed. $1 every day. Nothing exciting there. Tomatoes, last week they were just coming up to the first ring, so they're already up now past that. We got blossoms. So they've grown quite a bit. I hit this asparagus patch pretty heavy. It was this has all been rototilled in here, getting ready for put these blocks in today so I can create the border. This is all going to be planted with more corn and squash, cucumbers. We got the other side of this to plant. This is now up as high as my head, so this is up to 6 feet now already. They just growing like a weed. So then we'll go over to the berry patch, which is now just about complete. Gates on, latches on. Got a safety string so I can open it from the inside in case it gets locked while I'm in there. Blueberries are just loaded on these things. And the plants are still fairly small. But I got strawberries are all in. There was strawberries already set on some of the plants before I popped them in, but they didn't wilt at all. Matter of fact, I probably could pick today. There's quite a few red ones and pink ones. I'll get them tomorrow. So I put them about 2 feet apart, and when they put the runners out, they'll fill this whole bed in, and we'll have upwards of 100 plants next year. It's the smallest blueberry plant. I have 3 varieties, so they cross-pollinate, and you get sweeter berries that way. This one here's got more berries than leaves. It's starting to swell now too. I probably should get out here and soak them a little bit. Need a good rain. The blackberries are the new growth. This is new growth right here. This is already up to above my navel. This is coming right straight from the ground as new growth. And that's what you want. This gives you berries this fall and berries next spring. So there's so much foliage and stuff in here for the spring harvest that is pushing this out to the outside. I'll have to try to train it back in once this all goes by. Another 4 or 5 weeks. And the berries on these things are just, the blossoms are still coming, but these berries are already forming here. And there's hundreds of berries. Really really doing good. I mean, this one vine here, there's clusters all over it of berries. Just berries everywhere. So I toss a little compost down low because look at this. These will all be swelling up in the next couple of videos. So here's some that are already looking swell. They're tiny though. They get almost as big as an egg. Yes, yeah. Throw compost down below to help give them a little boost. This one here, I said last week, I said this one grows about 4 inches a day. Maybe more like 2 to 3, but it's already up 18 inches high, almost up to the first wire. Which that first wire I think is 2.5 feet. Here's another one. These are the new growths. This is what I get berries in the fall and spring of next year. Another new growth right here. This one I can get these clips. I'll clip it right to the wire. Love the new growth. This is one I put in the spring. It hasn't done much yet, but if it lives, eventually, look at that. New growth here, new growth here. See, everything down at this end doesn't do as good as that end. That used to be chicken yard, and this used to be a sidewalk, right? From the corner of my fence to my dad's yard all the way across here was a stone path I put in, just getting rid of garden rocks. But keep throwing compost and keep the wood chips down. It's all coming back. Look at that, just clusters of berries there. That's just insane. So it's all working out. A lot of new growth. That's what I like now that I can train it. And this is the fall gold raspberries. Here's the new growth. This is the same thing with these everberries. This will give me berries in the fall and next June. See these little ones from last year. These are going to bear some fruit this June. But a lot of transplants in here that I put in just to kind of fill the spaces. All these 3 here and those back in there, just so they fill in. And eventually I want to keep about 9 to 10 canes per foot. And they'll all be up 5-6 feet high. I'll probably trim them off at 6. And the beautiful part is now all netted in. I don't have to worry about any birds getting in here and picking my berries. And it's just so nice. It's just loads of berries there. Just add a trailer load of wood chips these things got a ways to go, but I suspect in a few years this will fill right in with blueberries, and the strawberries will fill right in. And this is my berry patch, and this has been something I've wanted to do for a while, and I wanted it big enough so I could walk in and work in here and enjoy picking and not be fighting birds and stuff. So there's my girls. Hi, girls. They're waiting for their scratch. Okay. This is the end of, let's see, today is June 4th, 2022.